Hello, I'm PPX and welcome back to the video. Today I have some pretty good Minecraft console news to share with you regarding the brand new beta of Minecraft, the beta builds, the Better Together update version, basically the brand new unified version of Minecraft that came to the Xbox has another beta build out, and this one's kind of exciting because it has a feature we asked for the longest time. It made it into the game, but in the weirdest way possible. It's got a bunch of other features which we didn't necessarily ask for directly, or that you might not have, but that are really exciting, and it also just has a lot of fixes that you might appreciate if you think the game is buggy. So yeah, all of that, plus a big confusion regarding how it's a different version on the Xbox than it is on the Windows 10 and Android, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to kind of go through in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. So like this video if you like the fact that I cover all the Minecraft console news, both regarding the old Minecraft console version, the title updates, but also regarding the new one with the beta builds, because this is one of the most confusing updates I've had to cover yet, but I think I can get through all of it in today's video, that hopefully, again, you can kind of stick with it and go all the way. So there's two brand new features which are added in this update. The first one is coordinates, which as you can see are added to the game. They're on screen right now, and although they're added in perhaps the least desirable way possible, they are in the game. There is now a way to see your coordinates, although big asterisks attached to that one, but then also there is a copy world button next to delete world and export world. So we can't access it from in the game, but I don't believe so anyway, but you should be able to copy your world if you really want to. So if you want to kind of so basically it's kind of like the alternative, the soft version of exit without save, because now you can copy your world, and if you go in there then you don't like it, you can go to the copy of the world. So again, it says this is only for the Xbox and the changelog, but it's also available for both the Windows 10 and the Android version. So speaking of those two versions, because the rest are all tweaks and bug fixes and stuff, the Android version and the Windows 10 version are currently on beta 1.2.0.31. For some reason they gave the update to those versions first. They said it was because they couldn't wait for certification testing, which took 3 days on console, but they couldn't wait for that, so the versions don't work together right now. And even right now, those versions are on 1.2.0.31, and it's a big confusion that why they're on separate versions, even though they just got the same update, but it's a thing that happens, and again, I don't know why this is. I feel like if they're gonna have a Better Together update, it makes sense to release it everywhere at once, but that's how it is right now. We've got different versions on the Xbox than we do to the Windows 10 and the Android, but as far as I can tell, the actual version's the same, just the version number and the compatibility is different. Again, weird stuff, but that's what it is right now. So yeah, the copy world is kind of a big deal though, allows you to essentially exit without saving. There's the export world thing, which I think is kind of a cool thing, and then also there is a delete world the delete world option was there before, but now you can actually, now it's next to the copy world, I should say. So yeah, they're the new features in this update. Then we've got some tweaks. Again, I want to come back to the coordinates thing. It's such a big deal. There's a big rant on that, but let's talk about the fact that they added a per entity type limit that only affects creepers and ghast, so they won't spawn if there's a certain number in a 5x5 chunk area. No over spawning if there are creepers and ghast. Supposedly this is an issue people had where there's too many ghasts. I guess that kind of makes sense. There's no mob limits on this version, but they've added one mob limit just for the explosive mobs, just to make the game more tameable. It's not performance issues. It's just to make the game better, which I can deal with that. Less creepers and ghasts is surely a good thing. Then we've got removed upload custom skin button in the Xbox One version till the console platforms have allowed it to happen. So because the currently the Xbox One doesn't support uploading skins, they're going to remove the button until the Xbox One does, which they said they're doing, but it's a different team working on that. Then we've got recipe book visibility status now saved separately for inventory and crafting. So if you're this recipe book thing, you can toggle it away, right? But you can also make it be separate based on whatever. It's a thing you can do. Then we've also got tweaked entity counting to improve performance. Again, improving performance, always a good thing in this version. Tweak the UI in the settings screen. You can tell it's different actually, it just looks bigger, right, even on medium, but they made this just a little bit better, a little bit easier to control, which is surely a good thing. And then also we've got the fact that they tweaked the, changed the highlight slot image and adjusted layering to have it under the items. So the highlight slot image, so this thing right here, as you can see, it's now green instead of what it was before. I'm pretty sure it wasn't green before, to make it more clear where you are in the inventory, in case it wasn't before. I'm not sure that this ever was not clear to me, but maybe for some people it was confusing, and now it doesn't have to be confusing anymore. So then there's a bunch of bugs being fixed in this one. Again, I could go through each of them one by one, but long story short, all the bugs fixed. Again, I'll show them on screen one by one. So we got stuff like the totem of dying being fixed. We got that fixed. We got stuff like Windows 10 crashes. We got stuff like ocean monuments. DLC worlds. A lot of these are actually Xbox exclusive. For instance, the stuff like descend with the right, descend with the right joystick is now super slow. They said this is Xbox only, and they say it's a bug fix. But really, what they've just done here is another great thing that I'm kind of a fan of. Is they've made the brand new version more like the old version. So let's quickly, by the way, just quickly set the time to 1000. So we get some some nice daylight. But as you can see, this is the speed you descend at normally, which I think is good. They made it more like the old console version. And again, there's just no reason for it to be different. And yeah, they fixed it in this version, which is kind of great. They haven't quite fixed sprinting while flying, but the fact that they're slowly looking at every sort of movement and they're making it better is really great. Because if you don't know, on the Pocket Edition, by the way, you kind of just descend at like this speed, like really slowly. But they made it like full console speed now, which is good, or even maybe faster than console. But again, I like that you have more movement control. You can go up and down just like this, because they made the right stick work exactly like it did in the old console version, which is just, it's good news that they're actually willing to do stuff like that. So then we've also got stuff like the cake having a stack size of 64, fixed from a bug in retail, supposedly, which again, I don't know if that affects all the versions, but that's an exciting change that they're bringing in from the old console version, if it is, you know, supposedly true. Sorry, again, we can easily check that one, but just as you can see right here, we've got cake. Actually, I guess we'll have to search for cake. There's so many, you know, okay, just as a quick little gripe here before we go on, the fact that the inventory is like so, you know, is only fit into 4 tabs is just like not enough. But as you can see, 64 cake, that's a thing right now. So that's kind of exciting. You can now stack cake just like you can on the console version. I'll clarify, I made a video, which is going up tomorrow, where I said that it's not on this new version because, again, the thing is they only just updated it right here. But there's just so you know right now, don't comment saying Toy Cat, it works now. I apparently know now. So as you can see, cake stacks up to 64, which is just one of those things where it's like, you know, why not make it like the console version? And again, I like that they've done a few things like this. So yeah, again, you can read all the changes if you want to, but for the most part, fixed bugs. Some of these bugs are exciting. Some of these bugs are secretly features, like the cake thing and like this thing. And I just think it's great that they're, again, taking cues from the console version when they make all these things. But the thing they're not taking a cue from the console version on was the big thing we all asked for. We all asked for one really big thing, right? Which was add coordinates to the game. I don't like being lost. I like to know what level I'm on. You know, all these sorts of things. People asked for it, so they figured, let's do that. And I'm glad they listened. I'm glad they listened so fast. But I feel like they only partially listened. Like they don't understand what we wanted in coordinates, because coordinates, as you can see, are on screen at all times. So if you look at my coordinates, you can see how those 3 numbers represent my X, Y, and Z coordinates. However, one, you know, the fact that it's on screen at all times, like, again, that's nice, I guess, the fact that you don't need a map, but the fact that they're not labeled is kind of questionable. Like, again, the XYZ thing really helps, so you can be like, oh yeah, X this, Y, Z, that. Now it's just like 3 numbers, which I know is how you type it in Minecraft, but again, a bit weird to me. But sure, let's just say no X, no Y, no Z. You don't need it. Just number 1, number 2, number 3. Makes it a bit more confusing to work out which direction you're going in. Like, is this X and Z? Whatever. So let's just say there's 3 numbers. That's fine. Let's say it's always on screen. That's fine. But the big deal, the really big thing where it's like, this is something really big to mess up, is they made it so to enable, you know, coordinates on the screen, it counts as a cheat. So you can, there's currently a bug where you can bypass this, but to enable or disable coordinates, or sort of really just to enable them, you have to turn on cheats, which means you can't have coordinates and have your world, you know, get achievements, which is, I just don't get this. Like, why would they do it that way? You know, because the thing about coordinates is it's just a way to help you find your base and not get lost, because right now, if I go, you know, let's just make up some stuff. I go really far this way, and then I get lost. I can't find my old base ever again without coordinates. And if that happens in survival, then just, oh yeah, guess what? You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have got lost. And it's like, but the coordinates were there so we could not do this. The coordinates are there so we can mine and know roughly where diamonds are in relation to the thing. There's all these reasons why we needed the coordinates, and the fact that they're not there anymore is just like, but this is what we wanted coordinates for. And I feel like, you know, this is something I did actually reach out to the Minecraft community manager, and she confirmed they're looking into making sure that it is going to be available in survival, but it's not a current priority. And it's like, you know, or they're going to fix it after 1.2, most likely. But it's just one of these things where it's like, but this is one of the most important things about coordinates. Like, people don't want coordinates for creative. That's not what we're excited for. People wanted coordinates so we could play survival Minecraft and so we could know where we are. And it's like, they added the thing we asked for, and I really am grateful for that, but they added it in entirely the wrong way. And I just, whatever. There's just something about that, you know, that's just, it really bugs me. Like, the feature is there, but now it's not enabled, and it won't be enabled for survival players. Again, the people who want it, if you're in creative, you generally don't need coordinates for a long time now. And also, I don't like the way it's implemented, you know, perfectly. Like, it's just below, as you can see, it's just below the coordinates up there, but you can, sorry, just below your chat up there, or above it, your chat up there, I guess I'd say, which, again, it's like, it's kind of nice that they did it, but it's just done in the whole wrong way, and it really kind of gets me the wrong way there. So, yeah, basically, this version of the game, I'm glad they're listening, I'm glad they're improving, but, like, maybe they should work out why people want the things they want. So, you know, for instance, when it comes to like mutator settings, the, you know, world sizes, when they add something, they should actually make sure they're implementing it in a way that benefits the people who ask for it, because otherwise that's not helping. Like adding coordinates for creative players, it's cool, but it's useless, and it makes me sad because it's like, it's there now, it's just not enabled, and that's all I can really say. I'm just going to keep repeating myself if I go any further. I hope you all enjoyed today's video about the brand new beta update. I really feel like they need to fix this with a matter of urgency. Obviously, they have to get this update out in just the next 2 or 3 weeks, so they've got to really rush on this thing. I get that they're going to have to do it in the next beta build, but it's just like, what they should do. Okay, right now, here's my suggestion. Rather than just being like, here's all negative stuff, I like all the things they've added, but what they should do with the coordinates is just make the coordinates only visible on screen, or only visible on your map. When you get a map like this, as you can see, so we opened a map, on the map it should say those coordinates at the top right there. That's what it should say. That would be an exciting thing, but it doesn't say that, and I just feel like maybe it should. That's all I'm saying. If it could show the coordinates on your map, that way it's not really cheating, and that way you only get them if you want them. Or maybe make it so you have to have like something else, like some way to see coordinates in survival, some way to make them not a cheat would be appreciated. But anyway, with that said, hope you all enjoyed this video. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, subscribe if you're around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Sorry for such a long news video, but like this contains like a mini rant in there because it's so close to good. Again, we're trying to make this version the best it can be, so you know, like again, it's not just a downgrade. And then there's just stuff like this where you have to question like, but why? And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later for Seed Sunday, and I'll probably be streaming later today as well.